So hopefully we don't lose power, because the power just flickered and went off for about 2 minutes. And if so, I'll have to finish this later. But it's been a minute since I've given you an update on my training for the Beaverhead, because last week had a couple of shoe review videos come out. Monday was another shoe review, so I figured I'd do a little brief update on some training for Beaverhead. Now that we're a month away, basically, the race is July 9th, so it's going to be here very quick. It really means I've only got this week, next week, maybe one more week of good training left to do, and then it's taper. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's almost here. So last week was a down week for me. I had 4 pretty good weeks, averaging around 60 to 70 miles a week, probably averaging about 10,000 feet of elevation gain. But last week was a down week to kind of let the body absorb some of that training, let it adapt and grow a little bit. So last week, Monday through Friday was easy. I think I only had like 19 miles for that whole 5 days before I went into the weekend. Normally at that point of a weekend, like going into a long run on a Saturday, I normally have around 38 to 40 miles already. So it was a much needed break and my legs felt really good. So Saturday was a very good run. Saturday, Lee and I went to Frozen Head State Park for a planned about 6-hour run. But due to the heat, humidity, it was a struggle for both of us for the last 6 miles, to be honest. We were both just really feeling the heat and humidity. That's it, So legs felt pretty good. But anyway, we went to Frozen Head, did 30 miles, ended up taking about 7 hours, over 8,000 feet of elevation gain. So it was a good day in the woods. No ankle rolls. It was safe, which was it's all you can ask for, a good day in the woods. Could have done without a little bit of the heat, but went through a lot of water. Had to stop and filter, fill up the bladder and the flasks as well in the Ultimate Direction Race Vest 6.0. Review coming out on that soon. Speaking of the vest, take a look here. You can see I was sweating a ton, and the vest was just caked in sweat. So it's actually washing and right now to get clean, so I can do the video on it for you guys. So probably late this week, next week. I'll have a video review on that for sure. But then since it was an easy week, Sunday was a rest day. And then surprisingly, Monday was a rest day as well, because coming off of that big long run on the weekend on Saturday, that was supposed to be my biggest long run of this whole training block. Probably will be. So yeah, they gave me another extra day. I had 2 days of rest, which was just great. So honestly, I was really expecting to feel a little bit of DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness on Monday, because usually the next day isn't too bad, but it's usually 2 days later where I feel a little bit of soreness. But I felt fine. My legs were really good. So the training is working. All this fatigue, running, doing doubles, running lots of miles, it's working, and my legs are adapting and growing and just adjusting to the training. So I'm excited. I think it's a good sign for Beaverhead. And then this week is another pretty good week. I started off today with a double. So ran in the morning, did some treadmill miles with some elevation. Ran this afternoon in the heat, which was just horrible. It was crazy humid. Heat wasn't too bad, but the humidity was just miserable. It was like I walked into a shower and was just running in a steam room. It was honestly probably the most humid run of the year for me yet. So hopefully it doesn't get much worse than that. And then the rest of the week, I've got a conditioning run tomorrow and then a workout as well. Thursday is going to be a speed work day of some kind. I believe it's 3 12-minute uphill intervals, I believe. I have to check my plan. And then the weekend is another big weekend, about a 5-hour run on Saturday, followed by a 2-hour run on Sunday. So it should be a pretty good sized week as well. But then speaking of all this training, I was looking at the race, Beaverhead 100K, looking at the course profile, the elevation profile, and the downhill at the end is scary. Take a look at the elevation profile. So basically the whole first, the whole first 54 miles of the race are gradual uphill. I don't know, it's pretty good uphill, but with a couple of gradual downhills in there as well. But then at the end, it's just like we jump off a cliff is what it looks like. I mean, it goes from over 10,000 feet to below 5,400 feet in like 6 miles, or maybe even less than 6 miles. So it's going to be steep and just a lot of downhill. So I'm trying to find a way to simulate that here on the East Coast where we don't have crazy long descents. So I'm talking with my coach. He's probably going to put together some kind of maybe a tempo downhill run to try. So I'm looking at possibly going to Frozen Head this weekend and do hill repeats, but not up, doing them downhill. Well, I guess I might have to go up too, but doing the downhill, hitting that pretty hard, trying to really pound my quads. So I'm probably going to do the Quitters Road, Lookout Tower West. I've gone up that before for a tempo run. I've never gone down it. Well, I have once, but it's been many years. So I'm probably going to have to do that 3, maybe 4 times. And it's going to be tough because that's a 3-mile descent with about 490 feet of elevation descent per mile. So it's like 1,400-ish feet of elevation descent, 1,400 feet of elevation descent. So it's gonna be good on the legs, which is what I need. I need to get some of that into the body, let my legs see what that's like and kind of adapt, hopefully a little bit, since we've only got a couple weeks now left to train. But that's what's up. If you haven't seen it already, why don't you take a look on your screen, the Salomon Pulsar Trail video. Fantastic shoes, still really liking those. Probably gonna wear them at Beaverhead unless something better comes along, because I really am loving those shoes. But if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it. But if you haven't seen that, go ahead and take a look at it. And then on that side of the screen, I'll throw a playlist of some no, we did that. Let's do some trail running videos to go take a look at. So go see one of the pretty sites over there. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next one.